These rocky shores where I call home, where my heart longs to be. Whenever I roam, it's these rocky shores, it's where I long to be. Yes, it's these rocky shores, they are home to me.
Whenever I leave here, it hurts me so, with tears in my eyes. Why did you go? There ain't no work, and the kids need new clothes. The bills need paying, so I must go.
These rocky shores where I call home, where my heart longs to be. Whenever I roam, yes, these rocky shores, it's where I long to be. Yes, these rocky shores, they're home to me.
I think to myself, where did it all go? The life I once had on the ocean's gentle road. With tears in my eyes and my head in my hands, away from my family, I hope they understand.
That is these rocky shores where I call home, it's where my heart longs to be. Whenever I roam, it's these rocky shores where I long to be. Yes, these rocky shores, they are home to me. Yes, these rocky shores, they are home to me.
Good evening. Welcome to This Week in Review. Tonight's stories include Junior Firefighters Complete Training Course, Lions and Lioness held their awards night, this past week was Drug Awareness Week, Town Council Report, these stories plus community events, the BBS Playbill, Off the Rack, and more coming up after these important drug awareness messages brought to us by the Drama Club at St. John Central High.
I went to a party, Mom. I remembered what you said. You told me not to drink, Mom, so I drank soda instead. I felt really proud inside, Mom, the way you said I would. I didn't drink and drive, Mom, even though the others said I should. I know I did the right thing, Mom. I know you're always right. Now the party's finally ending, Mom, as everyone is driving out of sight. As I got into my car, Mom, I knew I'd get home in one piece, because of the way you raised me, so responsible and sweet. I started to drive away, Mom, but as I pulled out onto the road, the other car didn't see me and hit me like a load. As I lay there on the pavement, Mom, I hear the policeman say, "The other guy is drunk, Mom, and now I'm the one who'll pay." I'm lying here dying, Mom. I wish you'd get here soon. How could this happen to me, Mom? My life just burst like a balloon. There's blood all around me, Mom, and most of it is mine. I hear the medic say, Mom, I'll die in a short time. I just want to tell you, Mom, I swear I didn't drink. It was the others, Mom. The others didn't think. He was probably at the same party as I. The only difference is he drank, and now I will die. Why do people drink, Mom? It can ruin your whole life. I'm feeling sharp pains now. Pains just like a knife. The guy who hit me is walking, Mom, and I don't think it's fair. I'm lying here dying, and all he can do is stare. Tell my brother not to cry, Mom. Tell Daddy to be brave. And when I go to heaven, Mom, put Daddy's girl on my grave. Someone should have told him, Mom, not to drink and drive. If only they had told him, Mom, I would still be alive. My breath is getting shorter, Mom. I'm becoming very scared. Please don't cry for me, Mom. When I needed you, you were always there. I have one last question, Mom, before I say goodbye. I didn't drink and drive, so why am I the one to die?
Last Saturday, 3 members of the Burgeo Volunteer Fire Department took 5 youth who participated in a junior firefighters course to the town dump to practice what they had learned.
Chief Han, what is the purpose of the Junior Firefighters course?
Dave, the purpose of this Junior Firefighters course is to give teenagers, boys and girls, a better understanding of fire and what it can do. It's not just something that you can use to have a campfire, but it shows the young fellows basically how dangerous a fire can be.
So how many people do you have taking this course?
Dave, we had 8 fellows started, or 12 fellows started. We ended up with 8 that completed the course.
Okay, is this the first time that this course has been offered?
No, the course was offered last year. The past fire chief, John Dunvert, he done a course last year. He completed it with 5 young teenagers, and it seemed like they really they enjoyed being there, and to what I can gather from them, that they had a better understanding of what fire can do. Dave?
Okay, so these drills they're doing here today, are these the same type of drills that are done with new firefighters when they join the fire department?
Yes, Dave, this fire that you see today, now this is basically what, when we ask for new recruits or what have you, that's basically the same thing that the course that those junior firefighters just completed is a course that if a new applicant comes to the fire department, that's basically the same thing that he got to go through as well.
Okay, so how long is the junior firefighters course?
The junior firefighters course, Dave, is approximately 12 weeks. We do it one night a week. Pretty well, they do a chapter a night, so then the young fellows can get a better understanding on different aspects.
Okay, so do these youth become more involved with the fire department once they've completed the course, or is that up to themselves?
No, not really. Well, I guess it's basically up to yourself, Dave. Some of the young fellows, I mean, like Ross, well, he's my young fellow. He's down there in fire a nice little bit. But the other young fellows, lots of times, we really don't see them around. And, well, if we're out doing drills, really, like, lots of times, I guess we don't advertise to ask the young fellows to come around. But according to what David told us over the course, that they'd be more than willing to come down anytime if we need them to, say, give us a hand to do something that pertaining to, like the fire department. Dave?
Okay, so will you be offering this course again?
It's quite possible. We probably might advertise it now after Christmas. What we done last year, we advertised it in school for boys and girls, but we didn't get either girl to take part in it. Some of the younger girls in grade 8 and 9, they showed a lot of interest last year when we were over to the school. But how we done it last year, we had it on a Wednesday night, and a lot of the girls and some of the fellows, they were into the Sea Cadets, so we didn't encourage them to, say, give up the Sea Cadets, because that's a valuable organization for the teens as well.
Following their drill, the junior firefighters were presented with a cap and certificate for completing the course.
To show our appreciation for you folks taking that junior firefighting course and being a good bunch of young fellers, I'd like to present you with a cap and a certificate. May it be known that this certificate has been presented to you fellows by the Alberta Fire Department in appreciation of invaluable service and cooperation extended. Okay? Chris Spencer? Nobody? Okay. Christopher Spencer? Who's there? Ross? Okay, nobody? Okay. Corey Green? There, nobody? Okay. And Chris Trent? Last but not least, Jonathan? There, nobody?
Two local volunteers with the Canadian Cancer Society, along with the public health nurse, offered a breast self-examination course on Wednesday of this past week. I'm speaking with Julia Young, public health nurse, and Brenda Strickland, registered nursing assistant. The Canadian Cancer Society seems to be taking a more active role here in Burgeo in recent weeks. How did that come about?
Yes, they are, Dave. They're taking a very active role here in Burgeo. Me and Glenda Ricketts attended a workshop that was held here by Canadian Cancer Society, and we became volunteers. And we talked to Julia. Julia is our public health nurse, and in conjunction with Julia, we decided we would have a breast health session here, and so we did.
Okay, why did you choose to offer a breast self-examination workshop?
We chose breast health as our topic because all three of us felt that it was a very important topic, because breast cancer is a concern for everyone, because the statistics show that 1 out of 9 Canadian women will develop breast cancer sometime in their lives. So just those statistics themselves show that it is an important issue. And if you can do breast self-examination, it can help you detect breast cancer if it so happens that you do have breast cancer. So, and when you do detect breast cancer at an earlier stage, well, then you've got much of a better chance, a much better survival chance. And breast self-examination, that's what it's all about, to try to find the first time breast cancer, if it is in your body, when it first develops, to pick it up at an early time.
Okay, how many people attended the workshop?
We had 35 women attend the workshop in the afternoon, and we had 18 attend the workshop in the evening. So we were really pleased with the turnout.
Okay, if a person, can you give us a brief outline of the workshop?
Okay. Well, we all worked together on it, myself and Brenda and Glenda, and we all did a lot of preparation for this. So when we did the actual session, we divided each little activity for among us. So Glenda started it off, and she started with the introduction, and then she gave everybody a true and false quiz to get everybody's brain started right at the beginning of the session. And after that, then Brenda did her part.
I gave the information on breast self-examination and breast cancer facts and figures, and the risk factors that are involved with that.
So after Brenda gave all the information material, then we showed them a video on breast self-examination, from one that we received from Canadian Cancer Society. And then shortly after that, we had a little break, and then after that, then that's when we did the real hands-on part, and I showed them how to do a breast self-examination using a breast model. So that was the real breast self-exam, how to do it. And they were able to watch that. When that was finished, then we had 2 models, so then we passed them around, and they were able to practice a little bit trying to find the lumps, because there were some lumps in those breast models.
Okay, so did the people who attended the workshop seem pleased with what they got from it?
Well, I felt that they were very pleased. We gave them an evaluation form, a written evaluation form to fill out, and it was all positive remarks. But as well as that, when everybody left, they were giving us a lot of good comments, saying it was really good and they enjoyed it, stuff like that.
Okay, so are you looking at offering other workshops about different types of cancer?
Yes, we are in the near future, sometime probably after Christmas, that we got a couple in mind that if there's enough interest shown there, that we will be putting off another session on a different kind of cancer.
We are also hoping to have another breast self-examination session offered, because there were a nice few people that couldn't make it when we offered it this week because of personal reasons and whatnot. So we are opening to have another breast self-examination session coming up as well.
Okay, if a person would like to see a workshop on a specific topic related to cancer, can they contact you?
Yes, they can contact me or Glenda Ricketts or the public health nurse at any time, and if there's enough interest shown, we will have that session put off.
Or even if someone didn't want a session put off, they just want information for their own personal use, well then they can contact either myself or Brenda or Glenda.
Okay, is there anything else that either of you would like to add?
I would just like to add to everyone who's watching, just keeping a close eye on the BBS channel, because if when we do plan to have another session coming up, we will certainly advertise it on the BBS channel.
Okay, well, we'd like to thank both of you for speaking with us today.
Thank you, Fred.
Thank you.
This past week was Drug Awareness Week. There were several discussions pertaining to drug awareness held at the schools. We took our camera to the school on Friday morning for a presentation from the John Howard Society.
And they've come to talk to you. So I'm going to let them introduce themselves and tell you, and let them tell you why they're here. Alvin?
Okay, my name is Albert Stewart, and I'm the Regional Director for the John Howard Society of West Coast Council, I guess. What I do, I guess, is I'm also the Director of Westridge House, which is a community residential facility located in Stephenville. Those people who are familiar with it, the John Howard Society, what we do is we work with people who've been in conflict with the law, either offenders or ex-offenders, or people who are at risk in becoming involved with the law. Our main focus is to try to stop people from getting in trouble, and also keeping them out of trouble, or helping them deal with some of their lives issues while they're incarcerated or while they're on the street. So our main focus is to try to do that. And I'm glad to be here. We got lost on the way in, so I got lost on the way in. I was going to Corner Brook, I just kind of took the wrong turn, but, you know, in Mississippi, you'll say. So I'm glad to be here, and now Mark can introduce himself.
My name is Mark Dyson. I'm here to talk to you about the effects of drugs, alcohol, and crime in my life.
What do you think the biggest problem, why do you think most people get in trouble with the law? Go ahead. Looking for attention? What else? Yeah? What other reasons? Peer pressure. What other reasons?
University, there's not much stuff to do, so they can be bored and
Okay.
have nothing to do.
Okay. Boredom. Boredom. What other things? Prejudice, right? If I don't spell very quick, good, you have to correct me. Is that right? Is that right? Peer pressure. What other kind of reasons? Yeah?
Might be addicted to something like that. I need to steal it.
Addicted?
Yeah.
Okay, addiction. Yes?
I think it's just fun.
Fun, yeah. Thinking it's fun, yeah. Pleasure seeking. I should have been, eh?
Yes, Cass.
What other reasons? Yes, I did. Don't care. How's that work? Do you accept that one? Don't care. What do you think? What for most people? How would you rate them? How would you rate them, Mark? What was the main reason why people you think get
Background from?
Yeah.
Addiction and a game.
Sorry, so addictions and the game. What is the game that people play?
Beat the law.
That's right.
What?
Beat the law. Catch me if you like.
Catch it if you
Sorry, the game. We all play that game, don't we? Yeah? How do people get caught? What happens to you when you get caught? Get charged? What? Arrested? What else happens to you? From your impression, what is it like to go to jail?
It's not that bad, I don't think.
You don't think?
No, a couple people would just tell me it's not that bad.
Yeah.
TV and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah. Why do they say it's not bad?
Because they get treated good.
Yeah, because they get treated with some respect, right? What are some of the reasons why? But do you think about how? Do you think being in jail would be really that good? I mean, there's something to think about, right? The reason why it's not bad for some people is because they don't have to deal with the outside world. For some people, they want to be in a place where they don't have to make any decisions. They want people to tell them when to eat, when to sleep, when to get up, when not to get up, where to be, and what to do. They want somebody to tell them everything. And in institutions, I guess, they pretty well do that, don't they?
Mark, you obviously have had so many encounters. Would you want to share with us how you ended up? Got a little too personal? Or?
How I ended up in jail?
Yeah.
Drugs. I was smoking drugs since I was 7 years old. And I had to keep my head going. Couldn't find a job, couldn't do nothing. So I got more and more trouble with the law. First time I went to jail, it was a whole new experience for me. As soon as I walked in with handcuffs on. They brought me to this room. They stripped me down to just nothing. I had to go take a shower and they gave me my clothes and my bedclothes and all that. Stuck me in population.
So how old were you then?
I was 18.
And where was that? Where was that? The Air New plant?
No. On the Bible. It's not a very nice place to go.
You beat up?
No.
Why is it not a very nice place to go?
Well, you go there, you got people in there that you don't want to people that's in there for telling on other people, or people that's in there for sexual assault, stuff like that. There, it's real hard on the head. People like that there, they cannot get in population. If you get in population, you'll get beat up or possibly killed. And you cannot ask somebody what they're in for. You cannot give somebody a hard look. You can't look at them the wrong way or you can get killed yourself.
So there's a fair amount of stress, I would think.
It's constant stress on prisoners and the staff.
So when we move back to incarcerated?
Labrador Correctional Center.
So it's in Labrador, it's possible to be killed in Labrador.
People have been injured in all institutions. Very limited, like saying, it's a threat is always there. Where it takes place, the threat is always there.
Could I get back? You said you started smoking drugs at age 7? Like, that amazes me. I mean, like 7, like I'm not. You know, I think it's. I would have assumed it might be a problem with our teenagers, but is 7 is that? I mean, is that the norm, or you were obviously somewhat of an exception? And
I grew up with 8 brothers.
Okay.
They got me started.
That's kind of how you got started.
You know what it was called that high.
You smoked dope in jail too?
Well, up until January 26, 1997. That's the last time I touched drugs.
Is there any reason why that date? Is that just because you know was there something that led to your stopping at that time?
Something led up to me stopping. I was, well, that was before my 5th incarceration, and I was, when you're in jail, and when you're stoned in jail and all that there, and when you're around, well, I'm going to use the term jail terms, those diggers and rats. When you're around them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for so many months, it gets to your head. And I was that far into drugs that I used to wait into the main trails down back home where I knew those type of people walked. And I'd sit there with a machete waiting for one to come to the side track. That's what made me quit. Enough's enough.
Because we were late receiving our videos on drug awareness, we will be airing them throughout the coming week. We'll tell you the exact dates and times later in our broadcast on the BBS Playbill. Stay with us for more of This Week in Review coming up in just a moment.
Gee, I think Mom's car just went out the driveway. I think we should have a cigarette.
Yeah.
So hey, did you get your math test back today?
Yeah.
Oh, gee, I failed.
So did I.
What did you get?
40.
Gee, you did better than me. I had 26.
I didn't tell Mom yet.
I'm afraid to, Mom. Anyway, I think we should go study.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Hey, our sisters are smoking. I'm telling Mom.
Hey, look what I found. It's a cigarette.
If they're doing it, I guess we can too.
The Burgeo Lions and Lioness held their annual awards night banquet last Saturday evening at the community center.
Next we will have our Lioness Yearman Report, past, present, and.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our awards night. Please bear with me, and I will give you the Lioness report for the year 96-97. It won't be a detailed report, just an outline of our activities for the year. The Lioness began the year with a total of 27 members, and one more joined us in January for a total of 28. All our members took active part in all of our events, and overall we had a very successful year. We held monthly TV bingos throughout the year, catered to a number of special events, held a number of ticket sales as fundraising projects, held a number of events such as mini bazaars, potluck suppers, cold plate, etc. as fundraisers, made monthly visits to the hospital, played bingo and had lunch with the patients, took part in the Matthew visit by hosting a teddy bear picnic for the kids with Charlie Mercer as the entertainer, and had a hot beef supper for the public. We attended a Memorial Day service and laid a wreath, took part and sponsored 2 seniors parties with the Lions, took part in the Winter Carnival by holding a scavenger hunt and a dart tournament, visited the Jolly Seniors at the Parish Hall and provided lunch and entertainment for them, sponsored the Terry Fox Run and raised approximately $900 for cancer research, held a diabetic screening clinic with the Lions and had approximately 81 people attending, canvassed the town for the CNIB and the Red Cross, sponsored a number of teenage dances to raise funds for the Arena Telethon, sold daffodils for the Cancer Society, held a preschool Halloween party for the kids, gave the handicapped kids a supper at Gillette's Motel, catered to the girl guys for their mother and daughter banquet and donated the meat for their meal, entered a float in the Santa Claus parade, held a bingo in April with help from the girl guys and raised $721 for the life pack, went to church with the Lions to kick off the 25th anniversary of Lions in Burgeo, and we gave a considerable amount in donations. Some were as follows: $600 to the Lions for the upkeep of their building, $100 each to 6 people to offset medical expenses, $65 to the Hingley Lions Club for eye clinic at Halifax, gave the Burnett's $500 for the Jaws of Life, $25 to the CNIB, $50 to the Sand and Sea Festival, $150 to St. John Central High Scholarship Fund, $25 to Hay J. Matthews for a scanner, $100 to Hay J. Matthews for their scholarship fund, $25 for Spina Bifida, $100 for the Diabetic Calvert, $100 to the Janeway Telethon, $1,000 to Max Sims Camp, $25 to the cadets for their annual inspection, $50 to Worcester Memorial Foundation, and $17.85 to the Arena Telethon. As you can see, we had a very busy and active year. I would like to thank all my committees, my board of directors, and all the members for their support. I would like to thank Lion Liaison Rod and the Lions Club for their support. And last but not least, a special thank you to Lioness Secretary Barb and Lioness Treasurer Sylvia. You've both done an excellent job. I got laughed though. I would like to thank Lion Club for doing the programs for me this evening, and Lioness Edie for being chairperson. And I also like to thank Lion Guy and Aiden, I don't know if we better at or worse at, whatever. They helped chaperone all of our teenage dances last year we held for the telethon, so thanks.
I would have been there.
So thank you for all for listening and have an enjoyable evening.
Thank you, Linus. Ann, I think Ann and her crew all deserves a big round of applause. We're now calling on past President Norm for the Lions report.
Thank you, Edith. Lioness Edith. President Stan, Lioness Doris, President Doris. Aid table, Lions, Lioness, special guests, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to thank everyone for coming out this evening for our awards night. I would like to congratulate past President Ann and their Lioness for their excellent year last year. I would once again like to thank everyone for their support last year. Also thanks to Lion Max, the Entertainment Committee, and his group for making the hall ready today and getting the meal ready. Thanks once again. I don't have a report to give. I gave my final report in May during our charter night. But I do have some awards to give it. So once again, thanks.
There were also a number of awards presented, including Attendance and Achievement Awards, number of years of service, as well as to those who have served on the board of directors for each club. But the most important award presented was the Lion of the Year.
No reason I'm here tonight, but I'm sure he would be more than proud to come here and accept this plaque. Ernie has been a member of the Virgil Lions Club for a number of years, but it's the first time that he was Lion of the Year. And it's unfortunate, but due to the economy of our town, Ernie has relocated to Corner. And I'm sure he will be missed by the club this year. So is there anybody here who would accept this plaque for Ernie, Lion of the Year?
Again this year, the Guide Movement are selling tickets on an artificial Christmas tree complete with handmade decorations. Tickets on the tree and decorations are being sold for $1 each or 3 for $2. Tickets are available from any girl in the Girl Guide Movement or the Guide leaders. If you haven't already purchased your tickets, you still have a couple of weeks to do so. The lucky ticket will be drawn at the Lions Bingo on Tuesday, December 9th. Students at St. John Central High held their first ever pep rally on Friday of this past week. We stopped by the school to see what the pep rally was all about.
I'd like to thank you all for showing us your support and whatever. But a pep rally is just to get the school spirit and everything going. Well, it's just like to get everybody's spirit going and let everybody know, like, we got teams going out all the time, trying our hardest, trying for this school. And half the time, teams goes out, nobody knows about it. So this year we thought that whenever teams went out, we get everybody together in a gym and just make as much noise as we can. Because this is what it's about, showing support and everything for the teams. So I'd like to thank you all. And hopefully we'll have one again next Friday evening for the boys volleyball team because they're going out playing again too. So thanks.
And I'd just like to have a word too. I'm looking after the girls volleyball team, and we may or may not win tomorrow. I think we've got the best chance we've had the past 3 or 4 years at least. Okay, we've got a good team. They're working hard. They're playing together as a team. And I want to hear it from our girls volleyball team right now.
Mayor Han is joining us now with a report from the last council meeting.
Town Council report. At council meeting on November 19th, 1997, some of the following items was dealt with. Council approved invoices for payment for paving and repairs to the Messers Bridge. This invoice was paid on the recommendation of the engineers and was in the amount of $131,654.27. This is cost shared by the federal government 1/3, and the remainder is cost shared by the provincial government 25% and the town 75%. Some people around town didn't really approve the replacement of the Messers Bridge, but the previous council did, and I wholeheartedly support it. I think the bridge is necessary, and it adds something to our town. Mr. Dennis Brown, consumer advocate, is conducting a study on gasoline prices in Newfoundland and Labrador. He was contacted by council and invited to visit Burjo and meet with council and the general public. Unfortunately, Mr. Brown will not be visiting Burjo, but he advises that he is aware of our concerns and of the ridiculous high prices of gasoline in Burgeo. He doesn't feel there's any need for a meeting. He's well up on it. He received all the information he needs from council and from other sources. And so therefore the visit to Burgeo, apparently he's not visiting a lot of areas, but he is certainly aware of the concerns in Burgeo. Now in that regard, the mayor gave notice to all councillors, and they were advised to come to the next meeting and be prepared to discuss and vote on the possibility of boycotting one of the 2 gas pumps in town. It appears as if over the years there's been a lot of letter writing and correspondence back and forth regarding the ridiculous high prices of our gasoline. It seems that everything else in the town is competition is playing a good part to keep prices down, but gasoline, this doesn't seem to be the case. We've seen what happened in the case of the old heating oil. We had someone move in and start a new company, and there's been quite a cut in fuel prices. We're not saying that Burgeo should have the same price as gas in Corner Brook, but certainly we should be getting better prices than we have here at the present time. This is nothing to do on a personal basis. Our council doesn't have any vendetta against either one of the gas operators. We're just trying to determine just where the fault lies and see if we can address this problem somehow and get the gas prices down. A brief had been prepared by the Mayor, Deputy Mayor Tucker, Councillor Barter and Town Manager, and was adopted by Council to be presented to the Standing Committee of the Federal Department of Fisheries and Oceans. This committee will be visiting Burgeo on Monday, November the 24th, and will hold a public meeting at the Community Centre beginning at 4:30 p.m. I would certainly encourage a large turnout at that meeting. The town has prepared a very unbiased budget. We are impartial to most of the issues in the fishery, and the brief which we prepared looked at quite a number of issues within the fishery that we've picked up from just living in a fishing town, and the items which we hear on the news. We've covered an whole range of issues from seals to tags to gill nets to everything. So the town will be making that brief, and also in our brief we've attached the letter which we sent supporting sea freeze for a Argentine quota, and the letter which we sent to Pierre Pettigrew trying to get a development fund for Burgeo. A number of street lights have either been relocated or removed. Street lighting itself is costing the town quite a sum of money. And when you consider it, street lights, we have to pay for them during the summer months as well as the winter months. And Hydro certainly doesn't make an adjustment because it's summer. Street lighting, it seems as if it has gotten away from lighting the streets to lighting private walkways. And your town certainly can't afford that. We've moved the lights that we thought and taken out lights which we didn't think was essential. If anyone around town, and everyone should know their own area better than the councillors, if you can look out your window or somewhere around you, you can see where there's probably no need of a light, or where one light can be relocated, and that can result in the removal of another light, then by all means contact either the town office, any of the councillors, myself, and we'll certainly have a look at it, because you must remember that a dollar saved, it's your dollar that's being saved. Council will give a donation of $50 to the St. John High School Scholarship Fund, the same as previous years. The recipient of the Calder Scholarship will be decided after the November 30th deadline. Council have written a letter to the Honourable David Collinet, Federal Minister of Transport, in support of the town of Channel, Port aux Basques, in having the headquarters of Marine Atlantic relocated to Port aux Basques. Council unanimously supports Port aux Basques' claim for this. It is really a voice of rural Newfoundland asking for the attention that it should get. Mayor and Deputy Mayor attended the annual convention in Gander on November the 14th, 15th, and 16th. Council also decided to put the old salt spreader up on tenders. This spreader has been used for a few years, and Council have now obtained a salt spreader which can be operated by one person. The previous council approved this type of machine, and it certainly should save a few bucks. And being we're talking on salt spreaders, we're in that season again when snow clearing and ice control is on our minds, and everyone should keep in mind that it is winter time. We don't live in Florida. You must adjust to winter driving, and the first few flakes of snow, you just can't expect to have the snow plows out. You should keep in mind that there's no such thing as calling the men out for 1 hour. When you call men out, they're out for 4 hours. So that's just some of the things you have to keep in mind. Some time ago we mentioned about the application to the School District Number 4 introducing a feasibility study for a new school for Burgeo. We heard from the school board during the week, and that's been approved, and they're going to begin the appraisal for a new all-grade school for Burgeo, and with the view to having a recreational complex attached. The new assessment roll for the year has been received for 1998. Some of you, when you get your assessment, you should look at it, see if there's any problems with it, if it's different than last year, if it's down, or if it's up. If there's something you don't understand, you should contact the town office. And if you feel that you've been improperly assessed, then there is a process for appeal, and you should take advantage of it at this time. And I think that's just about it from the council office. Council has every intention of keeping the people informed on what's going on through BBS and through the Southwest Times. So good evening.
Stay with us for Off the Rack, community events, and the BBS Playbill. All that after this.
Hey man, you want another drink? Pass one over, man.
I want one. Hey, pass one over here too, man.
You got dope? Hold on a second. Give us a look.
Oh, I don't know. Come after you wimp.
Right on. Oh. I'm not feeling too well myself.
Oh my God, I think he's dead.
When you decide to drink any alcoholic beverage, know when to draw the line.
And drugs are mixed with toxic chemicals. They can harm you.
Or even kill you. Okay, now where's your reports for Canadian landforms? Bobby, your report?
Report?
The report on the Canadian landform. Should we have for 2 weeks?
I'll pass it back.
Look, you had enough time to do it, and it needs to be passed in right now.
I'll pass it back.
Bobby, get out.
Oh well, Elvis has left the building.
Okay.
Bobby? Are you stoned?
No.
You are. You're stoned. I hate it when you're like this.
What?
Get away from me. Get out of my life.
Only enough?
Yeah, well, it's stuff to do.
Yeah, this stuff.
Ah, where'd you get it? I want it.
Get out of my house.
I want it first.
Get out of my house.
Well, this sucks.
Off the Rack. This week, as we scanned our tape racks, we decided to show you more of the floats entered in the 1989 Santa Claus Parade.
Hi, I guess you're the Wolf Cubs, are you?
Yep.
What's the theme of your float here this year?
Snake Lake Christmas.
See, did you put a lot of work into your float?
Yep.
Yeah? Approximately how much time?
I don't know right now. Hour and a half.
Let's see. see. So you did this morning?
No, yesterday.
Yesterday. I see. So how many wolf cubs do you have here on the float?
About 40.
About 40 wolf cubs altogether. I see. Well, you have a very nice float, and thank you.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Kenny.
I see. And what are you doing here? Are you camping here?
Not really, just for the we went on the Cubs camping trip last year and decided to make the same thing as we did last year.
I see. Are you going to play a song for us?
No.
No? How about you? Are you enjoying your tea over there?
Yeah.
Yeah? I see. So it's a really nice float. So you're having a fire now and having a cup of tea for yourself, are you? Yeah. And you're gone to bed back there?
Yeah.
I see. Thank you. Hi, who are you here today? Who are you here as today?
Spider-Man.
You're Spider-Man, are you? We have a very nice costume. What float are you representing?
That is what.
The elementary school float, is it? We now have Ed Strickland of Ground Search and Rescue. Ed, what is the theme of your float this year?
Well, we got this year, Kevin, we got serving the Christmas season all the year through.
It's a very beautiful float. Did you put much work into it?
Oh yeah, there was about 8 or 9 of us, and we worked at it for about 10 nights, about 3 hours a night.
It's a very beautiful float. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hi, what's your name?
Ross.
I see you have your own float this year, Ross.
No.
No? Who did the float for you?
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey, and what's your name?
Jennifer.
And your name is?
Jeffrey.
See, you three did the float together? Yeah. It's a very nice float. How long did you work at it, Ross?
A little couple of days, right, Jeffrey? 2 nights and a day.
2 nights and a day. Was it hard work?
No.
No? Well, it's very, very nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
See, we have another personal float here. What's your name?
Travis Courtney. Corey Cooper. James Dolphin.
I see. Did you decide to do this float on your own?
Yeah.
Yeah? How long did you just work at it?
Approximately around 2 weeks.
About 2 weeks. I see. So did you ever enter a float? I believe you guys had a float in here last year, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, you did a really good job on getting this one ready. What do you call your float?
The Virgil voice. It's just like...
Virgil Boys, I see. And you're getting ready to play the accordion and the guitar for us too, are you?
Yeah.
You're going to have a bandwagon?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Good evening and welcome to the community event segment of tonight's broadcast. I'm Rhonda Green. The Fire Department TV bingo held on Wednesday was won by Marjorie Ann. Congratulations, Marjorie. There is no TV bingo scheduled for Wednesday. Canada Employment Outreach Office now has a computer available for use by clients for the purpose of working on resumes, etc. Use of this machine is on a first-come, first-served basis. The Burnett's will be hosting a flea market on Saturday, November the 29th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Fire Hall. With Christmas just around the corner, it's the perfect opportunity to stack up on baked goods for the holidays. There will be also lots of great gift ideas and stocking stuffers available. Come along and check it out for yourself. If your group or organization has an upcoming event planned, we would be happy to advertise it for you. You can contact the BBS office by Wednesday of each week to have items included in this portion of our broadcast. That concludes the community event segment of tonight's program. See you next week.
BBS Playbill. Tune in on Tuesday at 7 p.m. for Pansy's Garden. Immediately following Pansy's Garden, we will have a drug awareness video entitled Cartoon All-Stars to the Rescue. Then on Wednesday at 7 p.m. we will have a video entitled I Live in the Garbage Dump. This video comes to us from the Anglican Church. Then we will have a video entitled Open Flame. This video also deals with drug awareness. At 7 p.m. on Thursday, we will have the Screeching In Ceremony Group 1 from the Sand and Sea Festival. Join Pansy and the gang for crafts, stories, and lots of fun Saturday morning, 11 a.m. on Pansy's Garden. And I'll be here again next week with This Week in Review. We had scheduled a bandwagon to follow tonight's broadcast, but unfortunately we didn't have enough performers. But please stay tuned now for the Screeching In Ceremonies Group 1 from the Sand and Sea Festival. For This Week in Review, I'm Dave Cooper. Good night.